All right, guys, I'm on my way to work, and hopefully I have a light day today. It's my son's birthday, so I gotta rush through this day, and I'm gonna let y'all come along with me as I tell y'all a good little story about how my son came into my life and changed my life. All right, so stay tuned. Guys, so I'm at work right now. I'm loading my truck. Hey, I ain't got very much again today, man. I don't know what's going on. It's a light day, but I'm about to hurry up and get this truck loaded, okay? I gotta get home to my son, all right? All right, guys, since I'm in a good spot right now, it's time for me to get started on talking about my boy, my big boy, Judah, okay? So, for exactly 5 years and 4 months, I was a girl dad, and I was proud of it, you know? Of course, you know, I gotta say this, man. I think the Lord knew what he was doing when he gave me 2 girls first, because when I first got out the Marines, me and my wife, we had our first daughter. She was our first child. And then he's like, okay, you know what? We wanted a son. So it's like, 3 years later, my wife got pregnant again, and it was another girl. But the Lord knew what he was doing, because if my first child would have been a boy, like coming straight out the Marine Corps, bruh, I probably would have been hard on that. If Judah would have came first, man, I probably would have been hard on him, because, I was a hard charger back then. I was a hard charger, bruh. I was something else. But, them girls, they know how to soften daddy's heart. So they definitely, man, I'm telling you, the Lord did a work on me with them girls, man, because you gotta have some patience with girls. Some patience that, man, you just won't have without. It's like, it's a different kind of patience. You brothers know, when you have girls, it's a different side of you, a different aspect of yourself you have to unlock, because they just need you to. So I got my 2 daughters, and I'm getting used to being a girl dad. When you're a girl dad, you start doing things you wouldn't normally get into, right? So you start watching Frozen a few hundred times, Frozen 1 and Frozen 2, probably getting close to 1,000 times. Okay, I'm exaggerating, but still, you get it. Like, you start, I'm married, so of course I'm interacting with, my wife and 2 daughters. So I'm saying sweetheart and, love and, beautiful, pretty, a lot, all those words. You know what I'm saying? It starts to soften you up. So when my wife told me that, we're gonna be having another child, it's that time again, I'm like, mentally, it's like, what? I'm just gonna get mentally prepared for having another girl. I'm a girl dad, you know what I'm saying? I'm probably gonna have another girl, because, you start getting in your head like, man, maybe I can't have a son. Maybe it wasn't meant for me to have a son, really, man. So, so I was like, you know what, Lord? I'm thankful that, I have a beautiful family, right? But I ain't tell y'all this. So for years, me and my wife, we was praying that hopefully, God willing, one day we'll have a son, right? So this one day, I kid you not, we was in the Word, we was reading the Bible, and we had came across the name Judah. And he was like, man, this was before my second daughter was born. This is like a year or 2 after Ava, my first daughter, was born. So we was reading the Bible, we came across the name Judah, which it means praise. And it's like, man, just hearing, like, reading the story of how, Leah, she was trying to, She was trying to please her husband, but when it came time for her to have Judah, she was like, you know what? This time, I'm just gonna praise the Lord, right? So that name just stuck with us. And so, man, something came over me, and I was like, okay, this one day, I was at work. I never forget. I am not lying. You could ask my wife. If she was not camera shy, I would put her on this camera and she would vouch for me, bro. Brothers and sisters. So I was like, something came in my mind. It was like, it's a boy. Man, I'm telling you, I can't describe the feeling, but it was just like a certainty, like, yeah, your wife is pregnant. Like, I just knew that it was a boy. Like, I knew it. I'm telling you, I knew it. So I told my wife, and she probably was like maybe like 4 months pregnant or something like that. Something like that. I can't remember. But anyways, she was like, "How you know?" I was like, I just know. I just know. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That was a pretty rough pregnancy. My wife kept getting like different words from the doctor that wasn't sitting well with her spirit. And so that's why you brothers have to be strong in spirit, and like, you gotta speak life into situations, because when your lady pregnant, it's like the last thing she needs is a lot of stress in her life, bro. And those words that the doctor gave her, it was stressful. And the main, like, one of the things they said was like, yeah, he probably gonna come out breached. And I was like, nah, we ain't having that. We ain't having that. That ain't. I don't care what he say. I don't care what the doctor say. My son ain't coming out breached. And I just, when it come to things like that, I just start speaking as if, no, this is what it is. Sorry. So I'm like, yeah, we got on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? We got on YouTube, searched up videos, how to get babies unbreached. So my wife did all them exercises. They had my wife upside down, had her head on she literally like flipped head on the ground. Her body, like her legs up in the air. Like, bro, I'm telling you, it was a sight to see. This is a pregnant woman. Like, doing it was crazy. But sure enough, that big head boy flipped his head down. And it was like, man, it was like at the last minute. I'm telling you, like it was like at the last minute. So I just thank God for my son. This is it, man. I thank God for my son because he is a blessing. I pray for that little boy, man. It is a blessing to be that boy father. And, last thing, in the Bible, it says that when King Solomon, when he was the king, it said that he ruled in peace. This man, he had like, Israel didn't have no troubles out of nobody, like it wasn't no wars like that. Why is that? Because his father, King David, took care of business, man. This man took care of business. This man, he wasn't overthinking about nothing. He wasn't procrastinating. This brother, he was like, you know what? I'm the king, bro. I got to take care of business. I got to do what kings do. I got to go out and win these wars. So me as a man, when I see my son and my daughters, for real, it's like, no. When they my age, when they adults, I need them to be in peace. And only thing they have to ask for is wisdom. Like Solomon, King Solomon. It's like the Lord asked him, hey, what you want? Ask me anything, I'll give you anything you want. He said, I just want wisdom. Because it was nothing else he needed at that point. So that's where I am. I am thankful that my son is 2 years old, man. It's been a blessing watching him grow. And this is my message to you, Judah. Because I know one day you're going to watch this, son. I am so proud of you, bro. I love you so much, man. Sometimes when I see you, when I look at you, it's like, man, I be thinking like, I be hoping and praying that, man, I could be the best father I can to you, man. I I just see myself in you, and I know what I lacked, what my insecurities that I had when I was a young boy. And I just hope and pray that I can instill your true identity in Jesus Christ in you, and that, man, you won't have any doubt, any worries, any stress. And I just want you to know that, man, if you watching this, brother, I pray that I pray that you I pray that you know that I am doing my best to be the best me I can be, so that I can be the best father to you when you need me to be. And I know right now, I know, man, I know I'm doing, it's going to be all right, brother. It's going to be all right, brother. I love you, Judah. I look forward to watching you grow, and I look forward to being in your life. As long as I have life, I'm going to be in your life, bro. I love you, son. Sheesh, man.